This is ShibuyaTyson.com. Today's guest, Tr3asy from the Shy.
What's happening? What's good?
What's going on?
What's happening, bro? Shit, man, just chilling.
So we're in the studio right now. What studio we in right now?
We're in 416 Revenue Sound. That's the studio. You know what I'm saying? We got the Hydrox in here, which is me, my homie Jax. Got my homeboy TK and my homeboy Major. So yeah, Revenue Sound.
Cool. First, let me ask, what's Tr3asy name come from, right?
So Tr3asy, because I know there's a lot of Easies, like Weezy, Yeezy, all that shit. Tr3asy comes from my original name, which was like Trey, so it's like the Roman numeral 3. And so the reason why I did like Tr3asy was because of the idea of saying like the rap so easy. So the rap so easy, Tr3, so that's the rap, and then easy, so the 3 just is backwards for the Roman numeral 3. And then from the Shy, it just makes it, just makes it a little extra.
So, you picked the 3 right after the R. Why you put the 3 right? What does that mean 3 right?
The 3 is low key because of I'm James III technically, so that's my real name. So I'm the 3rd. So then I just put the 3 in there just to remind people. You know what I'm saying? I'm the 3rd installment. So.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
What part of Chicago you grew up in?
I've always been from the South Side. South Side is where I reside. So yeah, I've lived in like the Woodline area, Marquette Park, things like that. So I've come around. So yeah.
How's when you was growing up like?
For me, it was like it was decent. I can't say I came from like too much of a struggle. It was just like I know like when I was coming up, I had a lot of influences with family and things like that. My cousin used to DJ around the city. Yeah, so he used to do like a lot of hip hop open mics in the 90s. So he was like one of the first to like really bring hip hop, bring a hip hop scene to Chicago. So yeah.
When you really start getting into the music?
When I was 15.
15?
Yeah, when I was 15, I had like a little after school program, and it was me and my homie. We basically did the program. He was already rapping. I didn't know what I wanted to do at 15. I was just like, I don't know. But they gave us laptops, so they had GarageBand on that shit, and so they were like, yeah, just make some beats and see where you get. I started making like little weak ass beats, but one of my teachers was basically like, yo, this is actually kind of like hot. You should like keep up with this shit. And so I was like, all right, bet. So I just kept doing it. My homie rapped over all my weak ass shit when I was little, and so he just kept me going to the point where I'm here now. So yeah.
I know you started to make beats at the school, and right now Chance the Rapper really are doing for the school, and kind of I think same thing like you start, like what you think like
we had
Chance the Rapper really.
What's funny is
to the community from Chicago.
I feel you. What's funny is that we both came from the same program.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Open Mic is basically named after.
Right, Open Mic.
Yeah, exactly. Mike Hawkins is actually like both of our mentors. That was actually who was the one who inspired me to make beats. Was also the same mentor he had. So Brother Mike, shout out to Brother Mike, even though he's passed. So he was like basically like we both came from the same upbringing, same program. It was a Digital Youth Network program, and so like he got his start from like going to these like open mics that we had called Lyricist Law, and so he used to just do that a lot. And then basically the same thing, like that's how I met him. I met like Vic Mensa through all these programs, and so like I was watching these guys like come up the same way, and then they just had that. Basically, the after school program I was part of gave us the platform to make bigger and better things. So yeah.
Okay. You produce G-Hop, Z Money, Key Glock, B.O.N, Appetit. How you end up produce the song?
So Z hit me up actually. He told me to come to a studio session. And so I didn't even know Key Glock and Herbo was there low key. I just walked in. and the first person I saw was Herbo, and I was like, oh, I thought I was in the wrong studio, low key. I was like, oh man, this is probably not even my session. So and then I saw Z in the corner, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, so I was supposed to be here. And then low key, we were just like going back and forth, playing little beats. That was like the third beat I had played, and so the first two beats they were like, oh, okay, that's decent. And then it was actually that Bon Appetit beat was actually, I showed Z that 2 weeks before they decided to hop on the song, and so he just listened to it again. Herbo was like the first person to react, and he was like, "Ooh, this shit's hard, blah, blah." And I was like, yeah, let's do this one. So Key Glock just wrote to that hook, because it was first Z was supposed to just do his verse first. Key Glock was like, "No, let me start it off. Let me get y'all started." So then he came in there, young nigga, eat, Bon Appetit, and everybody was like, yeah, let's just go off of that. And so that's why, like, when you hear Key Glock's line finish at the end, you hear Z Money just start off with the same line. So yeah, it was magic. I was like, I really liked that night. It was real fun.
Yeah, that song is really kind of big, and like a shot to beat, and right now like it's like almost like 2 million views or something.
Yeah, like it's actually at 2.6 million right now. Oh yeah, so it's
you wasn't know the song would be that big, like quick, right?
No, not that quick, because it hit 1 million in a week, and I was like, I didn't realize it was gonna like take so much pace, because I was like, but a lot of people were like already like hyping it up. They were like, we never heard like Key Glock and Herbo on a song, and so it was like, so I guess like to me, I was like, I'm just happy that all these guys are on the song, but like people were like, they were like, oh no, like this is epic, because these two have never like made a song together. So it was like, so I was happy in like both ways, really. So it was real fun.
Explain your sound and your style.
Say it one more time.
Your style of music you create.
My style it's all over the place, to be honest with you. It's like
I was listening to your music, and you do a lot of sample too, Loki.
I do sample, sometimes, and I'll say when I do make beats, it's really based off how I'm feeling at that current moment. Because like when I started making beats, it was more like boom bap. So I used to have like a lot of Kanye, J Dilla type joints. And then as I started like more towards college, it's like one of my homies, he used to make trap beats a lot, and I was like, I could do that. And so I just started making like trap beats, and it was like it. And I'm more melodic too, so like you'll hear a lot of melodies within my trap beats, so it's not just like a simple just boom boom boom. You'll hear like something that I like, storytelling type beats, to where you can always picture something, and so it gives the artist a platform to say more than just like simple things. So yeah.
Right now I see the Echo Studio, but how you make your beats?
FL. I use FL a lot. I'm really trying to like branch off of that just a little bit.
What are you trying to go from FL Studio?
I'm trying to use Reason. My homie has Reason. Yeah. And so like just because I heard some of the sample like in the packages they have with things, so I like the sounds. If they have that on FL, I'll probably just still use FL. But like they have some good sounds on there, so I was like, I definitely want to see. I just want to use different things just so I can be experienced with everything basically. So if somebody be like, let's collab, and then I'm like, I don't use that. I don't know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to low key use like a little bit of everything. So yeah.
I want to give advice to the beginners who trying to get into the game right now. Like, what kind of advice are you trying to give to the people?
Be open to work with anybody, and then just stay consistent is what I'll say. I was like, the whole thing of why I'm doing what I'm doing now is because I've never gave up. And even when the times where I wanted to give up, I was always thinking to myself, well, I've gotten too far already. So it's like I don't want to just waste all this. Like, I've been doing this for years, so like for me to stop now would just be crazy. So I was just like, all right, just stay consistent, tell people, let people know that you're a real producer. Because I was like, people just think like producers just beat makers, they don't really do shit else. No, I was like, I'm a real producer. I don't just make beats. I create songs. I do a lot of things outside of just the beat making. So, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta let people know like this is a real thing. This is, just make sure that you know that you're legit. So
okay, how you trying to make the difference from all these other producers? I'm different. How you trying to prove yourself? Right?
Just being there. I say the best thing about working with me is just, I say like my rapport with people. I'm just a generally decent dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when people get in the studio with me, they know like they're not gonna have a hard time. I'm pretty open to ideas. I like to help however I can. I stay in my zone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in the way. I'm really just trying to help. So I know with certain producers, I've watched them in the studio. We have like different styles. So I'll say like for me, yeah, it's just like people just want to generally be around. Just because, or they want me to be around because I'm not in the way. I'm just there. I'm either contributing or I just keep to myself, play my beats, and they still gonna fuck with me regardless. So yeah.
Okay. What's the tip for the producer? You got some trick for the producing?
No tricks. I'm really trying to find my tricks now. Really, I'm starting to get into a groove of certain sounds that I use now. So I'll say like yeah, just like how I make my hi-hats, I'm starting to get a little bit better with, and so it just makes the beat seem more interesting. And then just the 808 patterns and things like that. I really want to learn how to like really master those 808s and just like really get into like how to make better melodies, because I don't want to keep the same like boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like that's simple, but I want to do something more epic with that shit.
Okay. I think I went to the SoundCloud and you was rapping too. You do?
I used to rap. Well, I still rap, but yeah, I still kind of rap. But I've taken a break on that because I really do want to focus on the producing. So once I'm basically like Kanye this shit. So once I get into the game, yeah, exactly. Once I get into the game on producing side, and then that's more established. Cool, I'm gonna just jump in and just throw some shit. I'm gonna be making some songs along the way, but for right now, I'm just gonna focus more on the producing.
What else you do other than produce and rap?
I also do a little bit of photography sometimes, and like for real, right now I'm learning how to engineer. So if y'all need some studio time, let me know.